Hello, everyone, once again. The document that you're looking at your screens right now, you might call it an NCNDA and IMFPA. But what if I were to tell you that the document that you're looking at your screens right now is actually a fake document? There is no such thing as an ICC Irrevocable Master Fee Protection Agreement or the IMFPA. 100% of the documents that you would come across calling themselves the IMFPA will actually be fake, and 99% of the documents that go by the name of NCNDA, the Non-Circumvention Non Disclosure Agreement, will be fake. There is only one version, which is a true version of the NCNDA given and arbitrated by the ICC, International Chambers of Commerce, is actually this document right here, which you're looking at your screens right now. So this document, we will come back to this in a moment. Let's go back to the document that we actually started with. Now this document, they see this as an ICC International Chamber of Commerce logo. And this says ICC 400, 500, 600. There's no such thing as ICC 400, 500, or 600. We have written an article. When I say we, I mean Canjum Global has written an article in depth, and that will state where the ICC is selling this document that is an original ICC's NCNDA, and where they state that there are other documents that are floating around the web that are fake. We will come back to that later on, but I will quickly show you this document, the fake document. And if you come across this kind of a document ever, don't sign it, just throw it in the garbage bin. This is where it belongs. And if you see, this document is pretty elaborate, and the terms and conditions, some of them actually make a lot of sense. A lot of other things are here, but like I said, this is a fake document. You shouldn't be signing it. ICC has nothing to do with it. And let me show you something else. There is another document which is just an NDA. It's a non-disclosure agreement. It is not provided by the ICC, International Chambers of Commerce, but this is actually a working document. You will be able to use it. Now, it is a document which you can go to any lawyer and they can draft it, and they possibly already have a format of it, and they can draft it in your name. So this will be between a seller and a buyer. It would be for any property, for anything. It could be for a software, it could be for a business where there is a need for non-disclosure, right? So we'll quickly close this and we will come back to another document, which is the non-circumvention and non-disclosure agreement, but this is not by ICC. Again, if you use this document, you will have to be very careful, because there will be no arbitration provided by any third party. There will be no arbitration provided by ICC, because it's not an ICC, International Chambers of Commerce document. It's just any other document, but it's not a fake document. It's an okay document, and you'll be able to work with it. But there will be a lot of limitations. The best document to work with, if you want an NCND, meaning the non-circumvention and non-disclosure agreement, would actually be this document. And if you see this document, that's how it looks like. It is called an ICC 769E as in echo. That is the name of this document. And this is called ICC Publication 769E as an echo. This is called Occasional Intermediary Non-Circumvention Non-Disclosure. That's the official name given to it by ICC. And you can actually purchase it on their website. You can look at the website link on Canjum Global's website. I'll show it to you at the end of the video. But again, now there is a very crucial thing that I want to state out here. No part of this work may be reproduced, redistributed, transmitted, translated or adapted in any form or by any means except to the extent this is necessary for the purposes of the publication. What it means is, it means that if you purchase it, you have the right to use it n number of times, any number of times for any businesses, for any buyers, sellers, any third parties, any intermediaries. You can use it any possible way you like, but you won't be able to redistribute it or sell it or share it with anybody so that they can use it for the business. That's something that's not going to be possible as per ICC. Now, coming down, if this is these all are actually the the fixed terms and conditions and fix the how this document works and the terminology and everything. But the actual document starts here. So I'll quickly show it to you and go down and down and down. Page number, I believe, 15 or 16. So yeah. So this is where it starts. It's called special conditions, and you can fill it out. I'll quickly go over it. It's a very, very elaborate document. For me to go over it will be a very, very lengthy video, but I will quickly go over it. Now, this is an ICC model contract occasional intermediary. This is an actual NCND given to us by the ICC. So this is in reality the actual real ICC NCNDA, right? And there's only ICC NCNDA that is real. Now, special conditions. Now, intermediary is a party who gets the commission. Counterpart is a party who gives the commission. There is no place in this document for a party which, for example, you cannot put both sellers and buyers in one column, and there cannot be more than one intermediary here. That's very important, crucial, that there can only be one intermediary. It has to be one counterpart who you are signing the document with. Now, this counterpart can be your seller, can be your buyer, it can be anybody, but you can only take commission from either the seller or the buyer. It could be very complicated. If you try to get commission from both the parties, it could also be falling in the realm of, I must say, conflict of interest. So you should be very careful. So you should only take commission from one party, either the seller or the buyer. Now, again, you can put the place, date, intermediary signature, counterpart's signature. Now, there are a lot of rules and regulations mentioned here, what services the intermediary will provide, what other, so the disclosure of the counterpart, I'll quickly go over it. So this is basically communication of information about a third party. How will it happen? How would you put it across a third party? Would you give the names of the third party? Would you email? What would you do? This is all about it. Putting into contact and assistance. How would you put? You would just put in the counterpart in contact with the third party for one deal, for a particular deal, or for future business, more than one deals. You would put a counterpart into contact and then just that's it. Or you would do it until conclusion and thereafter during performance, meaning during the deal, ongoing deal as well. Now, there are a lot of other things. What are the rights of the intermediary? With respect to the contracts with the third party introduced by the intermediary. Now, would you enjoy customer protection? This is very, very important. Again, if I were to explain it, the whole document to you, it'll be a very elaborate 3-hour video. Now, undertaking not to compete. Now, this is your commission. Now, how would you get the commission? Would you get a lump sum? Would you get a commission of so percent? Or would you just, get the commission case by case basis? So based on different cases, different deals, right? Because again, this document could be for n number of deals, not only just for one deal. Now, conditions to the right of remuneration, like how would you get the remuneration? How would you get the commission? And this is also very important. Confidentiality, term of the agreement. You can put it for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Very rarely somebody would sign a document. I mean, the counterpart would sign a document for more than 3 years. Even 3 years will be a hard bet, but it is possible. But beyond that is just like a daydream, So sorry. Now, Possible renewal is also there. Applicable law is there. Now this, you shouldn't change it. Now what you should do is you should just keep it blank wherever the document is signed, in whatever country, that law should be followed, because there could be a lot of other complications around that. Now, arbitration, litigation. Now, these are the two things, again, which are very important. Litigation is basically local courts. So arbitration is a third party, litigation is a third party arbitration, means that if there is any dispute, if there is any issue ongoing, going forward with this document, between the counterpart and the intermediary, who would you go to? Whose doors would you knock? You can go to ICC if you click this. You can go to local courts if you click this. I would actually go here, right? Now here you can put everything else that is not included in all these points, because these are the only points that you can edit. And then the fixed conditions, which is general conditions, will be mentioned here. And you can quickly go over it. Once again, you will be able to buy this document. You should buy this document directly from ICC. It's available for sale on their website. You should actually get an e-copy, meaning like an online version of it, a PDF file that they will actually provide. So yeah, that's about it. This is a 27-page agreement, very elaborate, only ICC NCND that is genuine. Everything else that you would see or get on the internet would be fake, right? So when you search free NCND copy or NCND template or format of an ICC NCND or so many other keywords, you will most likely come across the fake documents, all right? Now, I was about to tell you, where could you be? Here you go. If you go on Canton Global's website, we have written a very elaborate document. I'll quickly show it to you. It is actually here in the news section. And if you go down, it is actually this section here. So you can go to the website. You can actually get the link where you can get the document. You can read the official warnings from ICC here, and there they clearly mention about what I'm telling you in this video. And see, there is this whole section that you should actually read. All right, that's about it, and that's all for this video. Thank you so much, and have yourselves a great day. Thank you. Bye.